Wareham Charter Review Committee. August 27, 2009. The following members were in attendance: Alan Slavin, Chairman; Mary Ann Silva, Clerk; Lee Carmody, Edward Pasuix, John Houghton, Mick Jones, Len Gay, and David Smith. Board of Selectmen Liaison, Brenda Ekstrom, and Finance Committee Liaison Donna Brunk were absent. 1. Roll call of members present. The meeting was called to order by Alan Slavin, Chairman, at 6:05 p.m. The Chairman called the roll and stated that all were present, except for the appointed liaisons. 2. Review minutes of prior meeting. The clerk stated the minutes that were taken by Lee Carmody on August 13, as she was absent from the last meeting due to vacation. The clerk explained that a signed copy was needed to file with the town clerk's office. It was agreed that 2 issues were noted in the minutes: Alan's name needed to be corrected and the time. The clerk reported that the minutes for July 23, 2009 had not as yet been approved. The clerk noted that she would email everyone a copy and mail a hard copy to Len Gay. The chairman asked if there were any other changes or corrections, and hearing none, he called for the motion. Motion made by Ed Pasuix to accept the August 13, 2009 minutes, as revised, and seconded by David Smith. The chairman called a vote, and it was 6-0-2 for acceptance. 3. Related business concerning committee. Lee Carmody distributed the newest press release, and asked for the board's input. It was determined that the members would have time to submit any suggestions and email them to Lee. The discussion ensued regarding the importance of getting the correct information out to the public, and the steps the board needs to take showing how we got to where we are in the process. Alan requested that Lee send him copies of all 4 releases. The discussion involved the best method of disseminating this information. It was agreed that the town website needs to be utilized, the newspapers, and the town's cable station. It was also discussed about appearing live on the cable station and the best way to approach this idea. Alan stated we could do a live presentation. Many of the suggestions stated involved a question and answer period, the board members submitting our own questions, let Paul, the host, come up with questions, and submit them to the committee, or we could record and run our own program. Alan stated that whatever we decide, it has to be precise. He suggested that we invite Paul to our next meeting, and ask him personally what he would like from us. Alan stated it would be up to each individual if they wished to appear on this program, but strongly stated we should present a united front. The target date is September 14, 2009. Alan stated there is a lot of misinformation getting out, and we need to stem the tide by getting the correct information to the public. Alan called for a motion for the committee to continue as we have been. The motion was moved and seconded by David and Eddie. Alan called for the vote, and it was recorded as 8-0-0 in favor. The committee then continued to discuss Lee's informational release, and continued with the sample charter that Mick had provided, making necessary corrections and changes to that information. 6. Any other business. Mick stated that he would make the appropriate corrections to the sample charter and email copies to everyone before our next meeting. 7. Next meeting. The next meeting will be scheduled for Thursday, September 10, 2009, at 6 p.m. 8. Adjourn meeting. A motion was made by Ed Pasuix to adjourn, and seconded by Lee Carmody. Alan called a vote at 8:05 p.m., and it was recorded as unanimous for adjournment. Respectfully submitted, Mary Ann Silva, Clerk.